Talk about a hidden gem, huh?
Hidden.
This place is spectacular.
It is spectacular. I've been in this area for so many years and grew up. I started my career down the road at the local bank, and I've never known this place existed. It's insane.
What I think is so special about North Jersey Country Club is the piece of property that we're on. Coming to some of the other clubs, the hustle and bustle of northern New Jersey, New York, you're surrounded by highways, homes. We kind of have this really special property kind of hidden up in the mountain here. No homes around our place. You don't hear any major highways. Once you kind of come up our driveway, you're in your little oasis, and it's a beautiful golf course, beautiful piece of property. This time of year is great with all the fall foliage, and the course just is getting better and better day by day. So the first hole here at North Jersey Country Club is a par 5. For the longer hitters, you can get there in 2. Most people, it is a traditional 3-shot hole. You just have to avoid some of the fescue mounding that's on the tee shot. And then on the second shot, you have to make a decision. You either lay up down at the base of the hill, because it does become a blind shot to the green, or if you can chase it up to the top of the hill, you can leave yourself about 80, 90 yards, and that's a little bit more attackable with a wedge. Once you get to the green, certainly no picnic either. Right out of the gate, it's one of the toughest greens we have here at the course. There's a lot of movement in it. It's recently redone by Brian Schneider, the golf course architect from Renaissance Golf. And walking away with a 2-putt par is a great start to your round.
Thanks. Too much. That was on me. First par 3 here, you know, got the kinks out on the first with that double bogey. That was upsetting. But, you know, it's cool to see us all stick the green here on what is a tough par 3 up the hill here.
Okay. Now, how this club somehow flew under our radar is beyond me. It's unbelievable to me that the amount of golf we play here that we had not heard of, you know, forget played, we had not even heard of this golf club. And as we make our way through the day, I'm just sitting back in awe and thinking, like, how did we not know about this place? In fact, at one point I turned to our host, Mike, and I said, you gotta tell me, Mike, how's this place not ranked? How is this not in the top 20 in the state of New Jersey? And he just said, it will be. I guess the ranking bodies had not yet come through, but look out, because you don't hear a lot about North Jersey Country Club yet, but you will real soon, and you're gonna see why as we go through this video. Get up. So close to good. So close. Thanks. Nice read. Thank you.
So visually, this golf course has become so much more appealing to the eye recently, not only just for playability purposes, but for the visual aesthetics of the golf course itself. I've been here 7 years now, and in my 7 years, we probably removed close to 2,000 trees here. It used to be pine tree line, trees lining every single hole, but over the past 7 years, Dan Kilpatrick, Jim Sirico, and the rest of the grounds crew have really taken out a lot of trees to not only for health of the turf, but for the vistas, the playability of the holes, and just really revealing the contours that this property really has. If you take a property like ours and you line it with trees, you don't even know that we're on a rolling hill property. Once you add that fescue, get rid of all the trees, get some sunlight in some certain spots, you really start to see how special this piece of property really is.
Thanks. There it is.
Thank you. Thanks, dude. Thanks, man.
So the 5th hole here is, I think, our #1 handicap hole on the golf course. It is a difficult, long par 4. Your tee shot is uphill severely to a blind landing zone. Most of our members can't even reach that blind landing zone. They actually end up hitting into the hill and it rolls back 20, 30 yards. But once you get to the top of the hill there, you still have about 180 yards into one of Travis's original greens, which has a severe hump in the middle right side of it, separating the back and the front of the green, and fall-offs on the entire left side, entire front, and entire front right. So your precision shot coming into this green is really required to hold the green even and have a chance at making a par. We recently redesigned that hole as well, put 2 new guarding bunkers on there, one on the right side of the green, one on the back left. And getting up and down from around that green is next to impossible. It really puts a focus on hitting that green, but for a long hole as it is, it's definitely the #1 handicap for a reason.
I pulled it. North Jersey's got a lot of history. I mean, 1895 is when they opened the doors and they got things going like right around 1923. So 100 years, here we are. I think they celebrated their 100 year with a gala not too long ago. Our hosts were telling us about it. And it's cool to see that. It's cool to see these clubs and the communities and the social atmosphere and the things they do to celebrate all the history that goes into this piece of land that all these members just fall in love with. I mean, the country club experience isn't something that I have. I don't belong to a club. But when you come to a place like North Jersey Country Club and you just see how thrilled and how jazzed the members are about a certain place that they're a part of, it's really special to see. I wasn't high enough like you wanted me to, but I'll take it. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love that.
Nice.
That's perfect.
So right now the course is playing typically in some of its best shape. Unfortunately, we've been dealing with a little bit of rains recently in the Northeast here. But typically this time of year, the course gets very fast and firm. The rough isn't as lush as it is midsummer when everything's growing in nice and full. So typically you have to land shots short of the greens here and bounce it on and really play the contours. This time of year, like I say, they get really fast, so you have to be really mindful of where your next shot is going to be played from.
Thanks.
I love the way they work the logo into that. The old man especially.
Yeah, so we worked the new logo into the IPA, and our house committee chairman really led the front on working with the local brewery to get our own beers here in North Jersey.
That's so cool.
All right, Frank's gonna go on to do something pretty magical on this back 9. So get your popcorn ready, all right, for him. And also get that popcorn ready for some of the incredible views and some of the treacherous green complexes you're gonna see on this back 9.
So the 10th hole here, starting off the back 9 in North Jersey, you got a par 4, slight dogleg right. You got a pile of bunkers out there in the fairway. You got 3 fairway bunkers to the right and 1 fairway bunker to the left. And then a big guardian tree about 30, 40 yards short of the green on the left side. So if you could favor up the right side, it's best. Unfortunately, that's where those 3 bunkers are, and they tend to collect a lot of golf balls there. It plays about 400 yards from the back tee. So it's not an overpowering par 4, but it definitely requires placement off the tee and precision into the current green. Now, when Walter Travis designed the course, that hole was originally a par 5 with a green about 130 yards back from its current location. It's cut on a big rock pile. Nobody knows why it changed. It changed within 10 years of him redesigning it. We all think it has to do with the topography of the land. So I don't think in the 1930s, 1940s, they were able to grow grass very well back there. So I think they moved it closer to the irrigation pond, a little bit of a softer spot. But we are recreating that par 5 currently. We have the green put in. We have the green surround about 30 yards away from the green already in. We're just waiting for him to come in next year, connect the 2 fairways, create the new hole, and that's in line with our irrigation project. We are putting new irrigation lines throughout the entire course. So until we get the irrigation lines put in that zone, we won't be able to grow grass. So that's why we're kind of waiting for that. We're able to hand water the new green. We wanted to get that green in there so it settles just as good as the other back 9 greens that we did. So when we reopen that green in 2025, it's like not a brand new green anymore. It's part of all the other greens that have been done.
So in this hole, what we ended up doing is moving the green back about 35 yards. Brian Schneider, who is the course architect, wanted to really incorporate all the natural elements of the golf course. So as you can see, we have a nice backdrop behind the green of all the rock, and you'll start to see in the back 9 that he really utilized a lot of the natural elements in the holes that we have designed here. Perfect, Mike.
Good ball.
Come on down.
Look at this.
Yes. Go in.
Play.
Go in. Oh! That would have been the coolest putt I've ever
There's a
seen.
guy who knows his greens. So, you know, I was happy with my front 9. I thought I shot a respectable front 9, 41, first time playing it. For me, that's an incredible, you know, it's hard to be unhappy with it. Let's put it that way. There's a certain degree, like, I'm just like, I knew it. I'm kind of figuring this out as I go. I'm figuring out that where I can be a little bit more aggressive, where I can be a little bit more conservative with the lines I take, and the tee shots started to work. I was struggling on the front nine with my drives, and like now I'm starting to find some fairways, which is giving me opportunities to go at these difficult greens. But even more so, I'm starting to get an understanding of these greens. I'm starting to get the pace. They're lightning quick and slippery in certain spots. Other spots up the hill, you can put a little bit more pace on them. But I feel like on this back nine, something's starting to click, and I'm starting to gain confidence with every swing. So I'm thinking, here we go. Maybe we can do something special on the back here. Yeah, I just had to hit it harder.
Just a touch out, just like right here.
Okay. Oh! You know, I couldn't be happier with the way I played that 13th hole par 3. Just sticking to a strategy here. I'm looking at this, it's a tough green. None of the par 3s are long here, but they're all super protected, as all approach shots here. It's really the bunkering and the undulations of the green is where you can get into trouble. And I see those two big, deep bunkers on the left side, and I say, I want nothing to do with those. I'm thinking par here is I'm happy with. So I aimed a good 10, 15 feet right of the flag, the meaty part of the green. Just hit my tee shot there and just figure, get on the green, two putts. Two putts feel good here, don't forget, these are tough greens. Two putt and get my par. So hitting to where I wanted to, really happy there. But I tell you what felt really tremendous was dropping this birdie. It's up and it's into the wind. That one felt good.
Nice putt.
Thanks.
What, man? Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Thank you. Thank you.
So jumping out on the course, it's a par 71, challenging course. I mean, you'll see it. I don't think there's one golf course in New Jersey that we played in that series inside the gates and even beyond that it's been easy. I mean, the courses here in New Jersey are difficult. Tillinghast designs, Rainer, there's a lot of undulations, the green complexes, the bunkering, there's challenge, and you're gonna get all of that here today.
Should never have been that far right. It's okay. We'll putt up there, I think.
Pretty cool standing here on the 14th green. I mean, the views. I mean, just you take a look behind you and you see water, you see the clubhouse, you see the 18th fairway. It's just gorgeous. You know, there's no shortage of photos today. I mean, my phone was out of my pocket, 30, 40 times, snapping photos of this place, and for a good reason. I mean, the whole crew here at North Jersey Country Club, keep doing what you're doing. Your course is incredible. I know we picked a perfect time of year to come here, but still, you kept it this beautiful throughout all the golf that happened here, I'm sure, over this past 4 or 5 months this year. So hats off to you guys. '15th hole, another scare, another ace scare that I've had. Had quite a few, had a couple knock on the door. This was an uphill par 3, I think about 160 yards. I think the number that Gabe gave us here was about 165. It's a little bit uphill, so I took out 8-iron here, and I hit it kind of thin, but I'm pretty shocked at the results. When you get the body through it, it works.
Ooh, yes.
Tight.
I mean, I thought that was going in. I mean, I think we all thought that was going in. It was right on line, and then it disappeared when you got over the hill. It was definitely kind of like hold your breath and heart-pounding moment driving up to this green. Yeah, I'm not upset about not making the ace, trust me. I am thrilled about that birdie. That was huge.
So I worked at another Travis course. I worked at White Beaches here in Jersey, which is another Walter Travis design. I've played Hollywood. I've played a bunch of the Travis courses in the area. And he was never a guy who really overpowered you with length, but you had to think your way around a golf course. And as I mentioned a couple times, you'd rather be in certain spots with either a longer shot or a chip shot than you would be on a green putting from a certain spot.
Try to hit it a
Closing
little
hole at North Jersey. I mean, it's gonna go down as, it's a good one. It's a good one. I mean, the characteristics of not only the tee shot with the tee boxes kind of going out into the water, ending by the water, and then you have to carry that water to a fairway that's, you know, pretty tight. There's a bailout right. I mean, you've got a fairway right. I believe that's the 10th fairway over there on the right side. So, you know, I saw the green complex when I came in, knowing that there was a huge dip in the middle of this thing. So I had that in the back of my mind. I just wanted to get a good shot here off the tee, and I love closing out with a par or better. It's just a good feel when you drive home.
Oh, perfect, Mike. Just swing later. Yep. Good ball.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get 210. Back pin.
Is that pin like the line or like left of it?
So we want to be like, let's just go right out of here.
Okay.
Or we can go right at the awning, the blue awning.
Safer with that tree.
Okay.
Again, relying on my guy, Mick Tasty, my caddy. He gives me a great number for this approach shot. I pull the 4-iron of 210 yards and just figure I'll just get it anywhere as close as I can to give myself a chance at making a par on this long par 4. It's a little right. Yeah? Okay, I like Tasty.
Tasty, man.
I hit the approach shot, just missed to the right of the flag. There's not much room over there. And one thing we really learned about Walter Travis is that with his green complexes, if you miss, the balls are designed to run away from it and kind of punish you. So hopefully, you know, I'm thinking that don't run too far, just give me an opportunity. And the good news is, to get up to this approach, I'm pin high, so my number, again, McTasty, you're the man. My number was great, 210, we were pin high. Now I just configure, I'm gonna use the flat stick, just gotta get it up this little hill. You can start to see these real undulations and nuances around the green. Get up that hill. If I can do that, it'll release, give myself a chance to get out of here with that par and putt it and get this one down. Come on, break. Yeah, thank you. Not unhappy with that, not unhappy with that. Par on the last, that felt great. Overall, can't be unhappy with that. Played really well. Mike played really well, I played really well. It's great, you know, when you have all those things come together, the perfect weather, the perfect time of year, the foliage, and a great golf course that really shocks you into like, how was I not aware of this place? Great hospitality, really great friends being out there to play with, and shoot 2 great scores. Can't beat it. This is the special day. This is one we're going to remember for quite some time.